Hello, online world. Hello, Ka-OTR. This is Off the Record with Migs.
And Cheska, and we have another great episode lined up for you guys on this Monday evening. Migs, how are you?
Doing good. Cheska, alam mo, ang ganda talagang pag-usapan ng sports ngayon dahil coming off from the Olympics, Pinoy Pride. After nun, meron pa tayong mga magagandang balita. Of course, when it comes to Filipino pride representing, of course, the Philippines abroad. We had Jimmy Alapag couple of days ago. Of course, him being a member of the coaching staff of the Stockton Kings sa NBA G League. And for today, we're going to be talking to two elite Filipino elite athletes that are also going to, represent the Philippines abroad. And for today, first up, makakausap natin ang bagong miyembro ng Nagoya Diamond Dolphins in the Japanese B League. We have Ray Parks Jr. Right now, on Off the Record, we have Ray Parks Jr. And congratulations, Ray, for getting a spot in the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins in the Japanese B League. Ray, kamusta ka na? How are you?
Okay naman. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to, talk to me and just, hear my side of things and really just to check up on y'all, man. I miss y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, man.
Okay, Ray, first of all, where are you right now? Which part of your journey to Nagoya are you in?
So technically, I'm in quarantine right now for 14 days. I got here August 20th morning. And yeah, so today is technically, I think, my 7th day. And I've been stuck in this hotel room, trying to stay safe. So yeah, I mean, it's good getting to talk to people. Like I said, getting to talk to y'all. Hey, making my day.
So yun nga, just for our viewers and for the Filipino basketball fans, Ray is going to the B League, okay? The same league where 30's playing, 30 Ravenna. Kiefer's going to be playing. And Ray just want to get to know, ano ba yung Nagoya Diamond Dolphins? What's the team going to be like?
Well, first of all, let's speak of the company. They've been around for a while, and they've been around the basketball scene, and they're prestigious for it. They fully support the club, and the city of Nagoya is blossoming, whether it's economy wise or whether it may be in the sense of just going out there and supporting the team. So it's exciting to be here. And like I said, Japan is just a great country in itself. So to represent the city of Nagoya is definitely a blessing and a privilege to be able to put on that jersey and, go out and fight for them.
How did all these talks start? How did Nagoya reach out to you? How did they hear about you?
Well, a good friend of mine that's an agent, basically, he came to me with the offer from Nagoya, and he said, like, Ray, this is my dream for you. Like, the dream spot, this is the perfect situation for you. Like I said, great city, great economy, great team, fully supported, great funded, and, the management allows you to do what you need to do in order to gain the win, and have a great coaching staff, like I said, with Sean Dennis. And yeah, that was the selling point. I said, you know what? That's the first offer you got in front of me. Like, let's do it. Let's do it. I trust you fully with what you want from me. And the crazy part about that, like I said, the head coach knew about me from way before. And yeah, so the basketball world is small, and the life that you touch and the bridges that you built, it comes around. So it's great that, years later on down the road, it led up to this, and I'm here, and I'm glad that I'm here. I'm very happy and proud to represent, like I said, the city of Nagoya and go out there and play my game. Like, I've been away from the game for so long.
Ray, speaking of playing your game, sa Japanese B League po, tatlong import. If I'm not mistaken, 3 imports. So what's your role gonna be like as a, I don't want to call it import, as a foreign player playing international?
Sige. Yung tatlong import kasi, may dalawang slots na they're allowed to play and alternate throughout the game. And yung beauty nun is ako, Asian or foreign player.
Okay.
Or foreign player, I can play the whole game in a sense. So parang may advantage na rin yun in a sense. And magagaling din naman yung mga locals namin, well-renowned and high IQ. So coming into this season, we're definitely confident, but we still need to put in the work and continue to learn from one another. And I said, it's funny nga kasi by using the word import, at least sabi ko na pares na kami ng tatay ko. Mag-import na rin ako.
That's true. That's true.
And of course, you got clearance from the PBA. Now you're in Japan. You want to talk about that part of your journey?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the PBA and also TNT for the clearance in that sense. I'm just glad to start upon this new journey that I'm in and, start this new chapter, to be honest. I'm definitely excited, anxious, and really, I don't know what to expect coming out there, but I know to expect that there's great things that's going to happen to the city of Nagoya. And also, I know that this is a chapter where I'm allowed to grow in the sense of just being away, like I said, from family, being away from, my country. And really each year I just try to add more to my game and learn and pick the brains of the people that I meet, pick the people that I, get to work with. So this year is going to be full of growth, I'd say.
Speaking of growth, how would you think, Ray, in terms of your game, how have you grown in the past year?
Man, past year, I definitely say that I've been in the gym working a lot. The thing is nowadays you tend to add more skills and it's hard to have game enhancement without actually having games. So I'm excited to get out on the floor and, play with my teammates because I've been a lone wolf, basically. It's me, the basketball, my trainer, RJ Johnson, and the court. So it's tough. You always need, basketball is a game of teams and of a lot of people. You have 9 more players out there. So being able to dissect the game in real time, that's what I'm excited and want to continue to hone, because like I said, you tend to get rusty being by yourself and just doing skills. It's a different world out there when you start playing fully back and forth. So just trying to get in the rhythm of things and find, like I said, the best rhythm for you as possible.
Speaking of getting into the rhythm, part of that is, creating a bond with your teammates.
Right.
In the Philippines, that's easy because you see the C faces in basketball all the time, from
Right.
high school to college. You see everyone on the court, but obviously you're stepping into an entirely different world of basketball.
Right.
How have you been, preparing yourself to be the new guy again?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, a new guy in the league is definitely tough. That's a great question, to be honest. Like, people in the Philippines that I played against, I grew up with, I'm familiar of. But then now I've been dissecting film since I knew that I was going to play here in the Japan B League, because I know it's high competition and they have a lot of great players and they do have access to film. So, I've been doing it the old school way. I've been writing my notebook, all my scouting report,
Nice.
all my scouting report, all my thoughts on, what player does which. But there was a lot of movement in the league this year, to be honest. So when it comes to systems and stuff like that, it's hard to really just scout right now. But then when it comes to player personnel, I've been doing my homework and, knowing myself, knowing my teammates, trying to fit in with what, Coach Sean Dennis has been trying to implement. So they made it very they made it possible for me to learn the system in a sense of just like viewing it, because they have all these great applications and all these great websites that they allow us to have accounts to we can watch practice, we can watch the breakdown of film, and it's a blessing. So I just been doing my homework, trying to stay productive.
Wow. I'm wow, galing, because as a junkie also, that's the dream. That's the dream, to be able to dissect, break down film at your own hands. Kasi usually, at least here in the Philippines, aasa ka sa video coordinator all right, or the coaching staff. That's tough because it's gonna be, kumbaga, you're at the mercy of someone else. But if you want to really take it to another level, ikaw na bahala, diba? Ikaw na bahala, and that's great. That's great for player development, also the mental aspect. Maiba lang ako, Ray. We talk about adjustment on the court, right? But also off the court, what do you look forward to in terms of living in Japan?
Well, my eyes are open to new things dito. Kasi first time ko talaga sa Japan. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Japan too. Is I know they're rich in their culture and they're big on honor. and their respect for one another is ridiculous.
And
One
the
of the kindest
food.
people ever. The food, yeah.
Doon na tayo pupunta.
I tried not saying the food, but yeah, the food is bomb. It's crazy here. So, like, yeah, like they take great care of us. Like, to be honest, like with the food that we eat each day, I actually have to be careful with what I eat because it's like, yo, they tell me go eat, like order whatever you want. So, so I feel very welcome in a sense. I feel very welcome in that sense. They welcome me with open arms.
Language,
All right,
Ray. Language. Sorry, check. What about follow-up lang ako, language?
Yeah, the language. Yeah, I'm slowly learning the language. Like I said, I was going through the airport talking to everybody. Yonde korete arigato. Kokone te shiawase desu. I'm out there just saying like, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. I'm talking to everybody. Just so
Getting the
I'm
reps
slowly
in. Getting the reps in.
yeah. You know, I'm slowly trying to learn the language, learn the culture, and just I'm trying to be like a sponge and just absorb everything. I said I'm like a kid at a candy store right now. Like everything's new. I'm excited, and you know, like I really do want to learn the language and be able to write.
Mhm.
So that's one of the goals this year off the court.
Let me teach you something that I know will come in handy at some point.
Mhm.
Omizu korasai.
Omizu
Ano yung sabihin
kodasai.
nun?
Water,
What does that
please.
mean?
Omizu kodasai. All right.
You're gonna be.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
That's useful. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
really useful.
Anywhere.
I think that's not internationally. You can use that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna write that down.
Omizu korasai.
Omisu korasai. Water, please.
Kodasai, I think.
Kodasai.
He's writing it down.
I am writing it down. Like,
Sinulat ka ni Ray.
yeah, I'm dead serious. Like I'm writing it down. Like I do have my everyday stuff here, like John Hair and all that. You know, like John Hair is like Steve.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be best friends with the utility guy. Omizu kodasai. Water, please. Yeah.
man. But then our team liaison Yamato is the best. I tell you what, I try to talk to him every day. Like when it comes to having to drop off laundry outside and all that stuff, yo, he's the best. Like he's a beast. Yamato, you're the man.
Have you met any of your teammates? Are you in a group chat? Are you in?
I mean, we're in a group chat, but then it's difficult. It's hard to really to feel that energy.
Yeah, just jump in. Hey guys.
Yeah, right.
Be booking.
Yeah. Right. So it's tough to just really jump in and just show who you are through just a text message. So I'm excited to meet my teammates, the locals and the imports, and really just to grow and build relationship from there. Basketball brought us here, and we're from all aspects of the world, and it's just great to hear everybody's testimony and story.
Nice. Okay. So Ray, ngayon, baby fans are curious. It is a Monday right now, August 30. And what's the timeline going to be like for your practices, for your preseason games, workouts?
Well, so for right now, I'm scheduled to be out on, I think, September 4th. That'll complete my 14-day quarantine. Then I think the next day I'll do my medical again and all that stuff. And I should be cleared. But the team has been practicing right now. I'll be the last out of the hotel to quarantine because I believe all the other guys got here earlier than me, which is, sad, but, I had a lot of paperwork to deal with. But, I'm just glad that I'm here. And so I think for the month of September, we'll be focusing on, I think, training camp and building and implementing the system, if I'm not mistaken. But we do have, I think, around 7 preseason games, hopefully, if it all pulls through. And then our first game is October 2nd.
Do you think that you have to adjust your style of play while you're out there?
I feel like my style of play is what got me here and got me the opportunity. So I leave that up to the coach and the system, what he needs me to do, in a sense. I've always adjusted in the sense of, like I said, I had different roles in the past. I was a defender, I was a scorer, I was a passer, I was a rebounder. So whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do whatever. I'll mop the floor. I'll do whatever. I'll get in where I fit in.
Ray, when we talk of the international game, right? Because when Filipinos look to international concepts: NBA,
Yeah.
EuroLeague, FIBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, NBA. We know the NBA. How is it like? Skills, dribbling, everything. But when you go to Europe, mga war on systems,
Yeah.
passes, shooting. Japan, how's it gonna be like? What do you think it's gonna be like? What's the key there?
Well, Japan, they run a lot of system stuff, and they're quick when it comes to putting the ball on the floor. They're very quick guards, and they can shoot very well. So hopefully we can build on expanding more of our horizons in a sense of like exploring the mid range, exploring like a deeper three or the post up, and being able to read from that. But at the end of the day, our system allows us to flow, and everybody gets to touch the ball. So we'll just play along the system and just play to our strengths.
Ray's been doing his homework.
All that scouting and the notes.
I have to be a student of the game. That's one big thing I can say for fans, that if you recognize how international players is different, you really have to pay attention to the little details and really learn the game, because basketball is its own language. At the end of the day, like, it's his own culture. So everybody has their own strength. Like same thing with the Philippines. Us, when we're young, tinuturuan kagad tayo mag-dribble. That's why most of the time, as soon as we catch it, we dribble. So, and we're blessed on that aspect. Like a lot of Filipinos can dribble. Our jump shot might not be the best yet, but hey, we're growing and we're learning at the end of the day. So that's how we learn to get better.
Right. This your move to Japan comes along at a time when there is an incredible wave of Filipino basketball talent being recognized. In Japan, you have 30, Kiefer, the Gomez Deliano brothers, and we have Ken Mark, and now you. And then, of course, Jimmy Alapag, recently being signed as an assistant coach in the Stockton G League. See, you've worked with Jimmy. Even in women's basketball, we just, we have Jack Adimam, who is now going to be playing in Europe. When you see that trend, when you see the Filipinos just making their mark in basketball all over the world, knowing that you're part of that now, how does that make you feel?
The crazy part is I don't even feel like it's a trend. I feel like it's about time, like that we get recognized. Like these guys that you named off are great talent, great minds in basketball, and deserve this. I'm getting chills just hearing those names being announced. It's like, especially like I said for Coach Jimmy. Coach Jimmy, I love Coach Jimmy. He's a father figure to me. He's a mentor. He's a big brother. And definitely worked with him. So we won a championship, so that's really set in stone. And to this day, I always get the chance to talk to him. Just ask for guidance and seek wisdom. When it comes to other guys that are playing in the B League, those are great talent. That's one thing I can say. Like they're here for a reason, and I can't wait to go out there and compete with them. But then as soon as we step off the court, the brotherhood is there. We're all OFWs trying to represent and support our families. And then my fellow Bulldog, Sir Hansi is definitely proud. That's one thing I can say. He's a father figure to me. He's always been there. That's one thing I can say. I can't thank you enough to Sir Hans. Like I owe so much to him and his family, and for them taking me and my family in. So yeah, I just want to represent. Go Bulldogs. Let's go.
Ray, speaking of Bulldogs, and I believe na nag-abot kayo ni Jack in NU at some point, right? So what are your thoughts on her making it to Serbia?
I'm proud of her. That's one thing I can say. I seen part of her growth, and I knew that she was going to be special. So for her getting the recognition that she deserves to be able to support her family and support herself, that's great. And like I said, my alma mater, can't take that away from me. So I'm definitely proud of her. I'm always supporting her, always have her back, and always have her best interests at heart. So good luck, stay safe, and kill it out there.
Right.
All right, and of course, this is the dream scenario. When you say all these Filipinos are going to be playing in Japan, everyone's wondering, are they going to hang out when it's off season? Are they going to take trades?
If I'm being honest, I feel like if it's off seasons, because like usually if you sign a year, like you're here for like 10 months and then get to go home for 2 months. I think everybody's going home to their families. But then while we're here, depending on the schedule and how things are fixed, probably like after the game, that's usually how like you get to break bread and really just enjoy each other's company. Then yeah, I mean, as long as the game doesn't get too competitive, at times. Sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and you're out there competing. Like I said, trying to put food on the table for your family, put clothes on your back, and put a roof over each other's heads. So we're out here for the same purpose. We're out here priority to work, and leisure second. But like I said, we're all representing the Philippines, and we all have love for each other. That's for sure.
Someone needs to start a Pinoy Ballers in Japan group chat. Just say you guys,
Viber group.
just be like, hey, what are you doing today?
And
I
for
think
sure,
that'd be a hilarious chat. But like I said, I'm terrible when it comes to text message, as you know, text
Yeah,
message.
yeah, you're right.
So you might have to FaceTime me or something.
what do you think the matchups? What do you think the matchup's gonna be like? Well, at least for Kiefer and 30, both in Division 1 of the B League. What do you think the matchups are gonna be like when you go up against each other?
It'll be interesting because, like I said, I'm a big guard, so most likely I'll be playing like a 2 or even playing at the 1. And for them, they'll definitely be playing the 1, 2, 3 position. So hopefully we get to guard one another and really, play both ends of the floor and compete, really. But at the end of the day, it's still a team sport. It's all about winning games as a team. And I know as the spotlight's going to be there as, 2 Filipinos going up against each other. Yeah, it's great and all, but at the end of the day, it's just about the team. So, yeah, it'll be a good show.
All right. Ray, thank you so much for taking the time to join us in this interview. Before we let you go, though, we always ask our guests to throw out a message to the fans, to the people supporting them. So please take it away.
Lahat ng shoutout mo, Ray. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank both of you, Cheska and Migs, for having me on the show. It's definitely an honor and a privilege. And sa lahat ng mga kababayan ko nandiyan sa Pilipinas, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Patuloy niyo lang po akong supportahin, whether you may not like me as a person or whatever you read about me, but please support me as a fellow OFW, fellow kababayan nandito nagtatrabaho para sa atin. And as we go on and embark on this new journey together, I just want to thank you already for your unconditional love and unconditional support. So mga shoutout ko is to, of course, Sir Hansi. Thank you so much for getting me here. The Shao family, the Ponok family, B-Boy Castillo, Ronzel Bautista, Paul Munoz, the whole biotech family in our disinfection company. Thank you so much for always just having my back, always being there. Coach Jimmy, thank you so much for your mentorship. That means the world to me. And I just want to, thank everybody that has been part of my journey, that knows everything that went down with me and what I had to go through and what we had to go through. So, thank you so much to my mom and sisters out in LA. Like, I love y'all so much. I'm here sacrificing for us, and to God be the glory. May we have a great season. May God protect each and every one of us that's at home, throughout this COVID issue. Maybe just continue just to stay safe and protect one another in these times. So God bless.
Ray, habol lang ako, Ray. Of course, we pay tribute to the late Bobby Parks. If you were to say something to him, and you mentioned earlier that parehas na kayo ng father, of course, ng father mo, like being an import in some sense. What is it that you're going to be saying to him, you think, right now?
Just like we planned it, Dad. Just like we planned it. But, finally, I know that he's proud of me. That's one thing. Each and every day I was thinking about that. So, like, I kept looking at, our photos together that I kept, especially from, like, being back in Memphis and Grand Junction, Tennessee, where he's from, just the way he, like, grew up in the country. It's like, I feel like his blood is really running through my veins right now. That's why I am Junior, and I know he's happy that I'm embarking on this new journey. And, there was a lot of rough patches, but like I said, it's just like we planned it. Couldn't have planned any better. It's time to put on a show.
All right.
There you have it.
Thank
there
you. We really appreciate you taking the time. And we cannot wait to see you in action in Japan. Thank you so much, Ray. And wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much. Y'all be safe, all right? Take care.
There you have it. Ray